Hi, in this video we're going to talk about the best practices to implement when using the Friend Connector Chrome extension. My name is Ed Akehurst, and I am known as a lifetime partner with Tier 5. They're a software development company. They're the company that developed the Friend Connector Chrome extension. I work with them extensively and offer their products and offer tips and training on how to use their products to get better results from your online presence, from your business, from your leads, from prospecting and lead follow-up and all sorts of things. This particular extension will automate your task of collecting targeted friends on Facebook. Now, if you're just out there trying to get as many friends as you can so you can sell them stuff and not offer any value, this is not going to be a tool that you're going to see any success with. And people are going to, quite frankly, probably get upset with you. However, there's a way you can use this tool that will get you great results and that people will not mind that you found them through this extension. And we're going to talk about what not to do and what to do so that you get those best results. First, let's run down this list. These are the things we're going to talk about that you do not want to be doing. I call them turnoffs, things not to do. Okay, do not put links in Messenger before getting to know someone. Do not ask people to like your page unless it's someone you know very well. Do not have every post you put out there be a spammy sales post, okay? Don't post fake results ever, 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 ever. Don't use pure automation without a personal touch. Don't tag people in posts without their permission. And don't make it all about you. If you can avoid these things, you're already ahead of the game. So what I want to do now is let's go through these one by one, and I'll show you, if you're not going to do these, what you can do instead. So instead of putting links in Messenger, somebody accepts your friend request and all of a sudden you hit them up with a link, it comes across as spammy and scammy. And you don't want to do that. What you want to do is lead with value. You want to offer them something of value. And that doesn't mean put a link in there, go check out my training. Although you can, maybe that is leading with value, but that shouldn't be your default position. Try to start a conversation. Okay, and the easy ways to start that conversation are to ask about what they do. What do they like? All right, make it about them. Is there anything that they need help with? Ask an opinion about something you have in common with them. Obviously, if you're targeting people, whether you're a marketer like me that networks with business owners so that I can, show them my software solutions to help them boost their business, or whether you're a life coach or a personal trainer or a photographer, whatever you are, you've got a target market out there. And ask an opinion. If you're networking with other photographers, for example, ask them an opinion about a new camera that just came out. Hey, have you tried this yet? Get that conversation flowing and make it about them. When you ask people about their opinion, it flatters them. So, and you can do that without, you still want to keep yourself in an authority position, and you can ask someone an opinion without giving up that authority position. So don't be afraid to do that, but get them talking. And once you've got that conversation going, you've asked them what they do, what they like. You can ask what they need help with, maybe what's not working in their business. All of a sudden, oh, you're having trouble with lead follow-up. Oh, well, let me show you our software that does lead follow-up. If you're a personal trainer and somebody's got a problem with motivation or with, a particular type of exercise or a health issue, now you can come in there and lead with your value. And now if you send a link, hey, this will help you, you're sending them the link because they've specifically told you they need help with that. Now it doesn't come across as spammy and scammy, it comes across as helpful. It comes across as an item of value. Just get that conversation going. The next one we'll talk about is, instead of asking them to like your page, oh, hey, I got a page here, can you like it for me? It just reeks of desperation, and it reeks of spam, and it reeks of scam, and people don't like that. What you can do instead, rather than just ask them to like your page, is compliment them. Okay, make them feel good. Hey, I see you're involved with this. I see you like this. I see this is what we have in common, and you look like, you're good at it, or you know what you're doing, or, something to make them feel good. And then tell them about a conversation that's happening at your page. Instead of saying, hey, go over to my page and like it, you could say, hey, over on my page, we've got this conversation going on that I think you would really like. Point out the benefits to them of joining the conversation. if they're an expert, for example, at something, hey, can you come over here and jump in this conversation? I think you have a lot you can offer, and people will, get to know you, and you'll be able to network with other like-minded people, and maybe you can help them out, and maybe they can help you. So you're asking them, for a genuine opinion, that they can jump into a conversation. You can also ask them for a genuine opinion about your page. Hey, I have this page over here, and I see you're a part of several other pages like this. Would you mind taking a look at it and let me know, what you think of it? Now, be okay with it if they offer criticism. If you say, hey, can you let me know what you think of it? And they come back and they go, man, your cover photo is stupid. What in the world made you do that? Laugh it off and ask why they think that. Maybe learn from it. Maybe improve it. Maybe their opinion is not worth anything. That's fine. But be okay with it if they offer criticism. You asked for an opinion. And then you can ask how they would improve it. Now, be careful how you position yourself. If you're positioning yourself as an authority at marketing, for example, then, you don't want to ask how they'd improve it if it's going to put you in a position of not looking like you know what you do. Now, if you're not a marketer, maybe you are a trainer, a sports trainer, and you're talking to somebody who wants training, then you could ask them, hey, what do you think about my page? Is this something that you would like? If you happened to come across this on the internet, does this appeal to you? Is it something you would like? Do you have any input? What could I add to this to make it more appealing to people such as yourself? Now you're complimenting them. Their opinion is valuable. It's about them helping you in such a way that you haven't changed your position. In that case, it doesn't. Your information is still your information. You're still the expert sports coach or sports trainer, but they can help you position yourself and thank them, and then offer them help in a similar way. Hey, while you're over there, if you see something you'd like, that you like that appeals to you, I would love to help you out. So again, you're inviting them to network with you. You're inviting them to join in a conversation. Big difference from just saying, hey, I have a page. Can you go like it? Again, make it social. This is social media. Make it social. Okay, instead of lots of spammy posts, remember, you've used this Friend Connector Chrome extension to put a friend request out there, and maybe you've even sent a message to them. Most people aren't just going to automatically like you or delete you. They're going to go check your profile out. Well, if your profile is filled with nothing but spammy posts, guess what? You're not going to get any results from Friend Connector because they're just going to delete. They're not going to accept your friend requests. Make sure if somebody goes to your page, it has value, okay? Provide value in your posts. Teach people, educate people, guide people, okay? Ask questions, get engagement, get conversations going if possible. Go live. Do some Facebook Lives. I haven't done as many probably as I should, but I've done some, and don't be afraid to do them. Just do them. It doesn't matter how professional they look. The CEO of our software development company gets on there and just talks. He's himself. There's nothing professional about it, but yet he's an expert. He knows what he's doing. He's a genius, and he really knows what he's doing when it comes to software and putting it out there and offering solutions from a software. But he just gets on there and goes live. He doesn't worry about, do I have the perfect language? Do I have the perfect spelling? Do I have this? Do I have that as the background? He just, and you shouldn't worry about that either. Just go live. Just interact with people. Get social. Vary the content on your page, okay? You should have some video. You should have some lives. Some should just be text. Don't be afraid to put links out there, some memes. Ask questions. Ask opinions. Try to get engagement. And then don't be selling, but it is okay to sell, right? Just not on every post. 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5, anything like that. If they go down your post and you've got, a video teaching how to do something, a conversation started about best practices on something, a funny meme, and then you're selling something, and then they see another video, and then that's great. That's great. You're a business person that's out there, making money on Facebook, but you're not all about making money on Facebook, unless that's what you're teaching, okay? But make sure you're providing value. And that's really important. And the more value you have on through your feed, as people go down through your feed and they look down your wall, what they see on their feed, looking at your wall, they're more likely to accept that friend request that this tool has put out for you. Okay, no fake results, no fake results, no fake results. It'll come back and bite you in the butt, all right? Instead of fake results, be real, be you. Maybe you don't have any results. That's okay. There are alternatives that you can do. You can find experts in your industry and offer to interview them. Interview them on a Facebook Live. Interview them on a Zoom video and then post it to YouTube. Interview them on a YouTube Live. You can do a text interview and then put it up on a blog post and post it. Get the interviews with the experts. You can share results of others in your field. If you have somebody that's in your field and they're getting great results doing what you're doing, don't be afraid to share that. Now, if you can get their permission to share it and turn it into an interview, that's even better. Show verifiable case studies. If somebody's put a case study out there, now don't steal it, all right? You don't want to make it seem like it's yours. Let people know who it is that did it and how they did it and all that. But if they've got a blog post with this case study, don't be afraid to link that. And then say, hey, let me help you with that too. It's okay to be vulnerable. No fake stuff. People are so afraid, I don't have this result, I don't have that result. No problem. Show that people are getting results using this. And then the next thing you know, all of a sudden you have results too. Okay? No fake results. Automation. This is an automation tool, as is most of the software that I offer. All right? The Friend Connector Chrome extension is an automation tool. But remember, automation is just a tool. Automation does not replace you, nor should it. Okay, it merely enhances your work. It helps you with efficiency. It helps you with timeliness. It helps you with productivity. But once you've got that all going, you need to inject yourself into the conversation as soon as you possibly can, as early as you can get in there. All right, the Chrome extension will send your initial messages out. It'll put your friend request, but as soon as somebody has seen the request, read the message, they've gone in, they've done their homework, they've gone down through your posts or through your Facebook wall. It's not a bunch of spammy, scammy posts. They say, hey, I like this person, I want to interact with them. And then they send you a message, hey, how are you? Thanks for the request. Now you need to inject yourself in the conversation. Get that happening as soon as possible. It's great to use the automation to find people, to reach out to the prospects, to start to engage them, but then you need to take over. That's super important. We have another software that's really great. It's called Chirply, and it does lead gen and lead follow-up, and it gets out there and stays in touch with leads in a timely way so that they can get into your sales funnel. But if you just completely ignore them and let the software do all the work, at some point they're going to leave. The software needs to engage them and get their interest up, and just like this Chrome extension will, if your profile looks good, and then it'll have them reach out to you. But once they reach out to you, or once you've been able to reach out to them through the automation, that conversation has to start. And it's the same thing with this extension. Okay, instead of tagging people without permission, I see people put posts out there and they just start tagging people. I have 80 people tagged on a post. That's ridiculous. And it turns people off. People don't like it. One, it doesn't really do you any good. It'll get a good way to get, you've spent all this time and effort getting people friended and trying to start a conversation, and now all of a sudden you go tagging them and they unfriend you. Well, it's wasted time. It's wasted effort. You can ask people for genuine opinions. If you've got something you want to tag them in, if you did something and you tag them, ask them for an opinion. Hey, look what I did over here. I would love to get your thoughts on it. Do you have a minute you can take a look at it? And, if they do, that's great. But you can also ask for permission to tag. Hey, I've got this over here. I think it would be good if you're tagged, and explain the benefit. This can help you by being associated with it. Is it okay if I tag you in it? People don't mind that if you ask them, and usually they'll say, yeah, sure, go ahead. But now it's a whole different conversation than just being tagged without permission. Or you could ask them to join in the conversation. Instead of putting a post out there and tagging someone, say, hey, I put a post out here. I thought you might have some interest. I think your opinion and what you have to add to the conversation would be valuable. Feel free to jump in if you want to. Now you're inviting them to be social with you, to network with you, to get involved with you. That's a whole different conversation, literally. A whole different conversation. Now there is an exception to that, okay? If you have a group, if you have a Facebook group where members join, they ask to join, you approve them, they come in, you get conversations. When a new member joins your group, tag them in a welcome post. That's a great habit to get into. Now the members, they see it. For one, it pops it up on their thing, because they may join the group and then they don't hear from you, they forget about it, and it only shows up in their feed occasionally. But when you tag them, all of a sudden now they go, hey, oh yeah, I got this group, let me go and do it. And then if you have a decent group and other people come in and say hi and welcome, now they feel welcomed, and they're more likely to join into the conversation, join into the activity, and not just become a lurker. And then lastly, instead of making it all about you, show genuine interest in these people that you're asking to friend. Show an interest in them. Ask questions about them. Ask questions about what they do. Ask what's working for them. Ask what's not working for them. If you offer solutions to people, which hopefully that's what you do, all right? Anybody that's out there making money online, they should be making it by offering solutions for people, things that will benefit them. How can you offer someone a solution if you don't know what is and is not working for them? And if you ask what's working for them, and more particularly what's not working for them, what are they having difficulty with? Now, if you have a solution that will solve that issue, that problem that they've just identified to you, again, you're coming in rather than salesy and scammy and spammy, you're coming in as someone offering help. Okay, and offer that help without making it about you. All right, explain the benefits of your help. Okay, like we just talked about. Oh, I'm having trouble with finding targeted leads on Facebook. I don't know how to find new people to, show them the friend connector extension, things like that. And this may not be your tool that you're offering, but whatever your solution is, show how that's going to help them. And then most importantly, the best way to not make it all about you is to listen. My dad always said when I was growing up, Ed, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use them in proportion. And that's great advice. Okay, so just listen. And if you listen and you're not always trying to talk, you'll get a little more empathy. You'll get a little more compassion. You'll get a genuine conversation going rather than a one-way conversation. Rather than a monologue, it'll become a dialogue. And now all of a sudden you're paying attention to them, you'll see where you can help them, you'll offer help, and it'll be a genuine conversation. So, important. So let's just do a review, okay? Instead of all the things that were the turn-offs, do these things instead. Lead with value, start a conversation, ask them to join a conversation, ask for legitimate opinions. It's okay to sell occasionally, but add value primarily. Be real, be you. If you need results, use examples of others or interview others. Inject yourself into the conversation as soon as you can. Remember, these automation tools are just a tool. Ask for opinions or permissions before you tag somebody unless they're a new group member. And be sure to show genuine interest and offer help and support. And if you do those things, you're going to have great results, not only with the Friend Connector Chrome extension, but with your business and your life on social media in general. So thank you. That's it. Again, my name's Ed Akerst. You can reach out to me at ed@edakerst.com. You can also call me at 717-502-4001. If you dial that number from a cell phone, you can also request links to other software solutions that we have, or trainings, or reach our customer support, or numerous other things. Give us a call. We've got a whole IVR system in there that can help you out with other things other than just reaching me. So thanks again for your time. Hopefully this has been helpful. Go on out there and use this extension and get great results.